and salutations everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I would like to discuss the Rick Grimes movie trilogy. Now, for many of you who need a refresher, it was sometime in November around the last episode of Rick Grimes it was revealed that his fate ended up on a cliffhanger, but he was still alive. And shortly right after the episode aired, AMC announced that Rick Grimes would be getting his own movie trilogy. And there hasn't been additional information. There's been some speculation as to whether the movies were going to air on AMC or if Denai Guerrero could possibly be going over to the movies since she was due to be exiting the show in season 10. And it's also been, there really hasn't been much information except for maybe Andrew Lincoln confirming that he would like to be involved in these movies. However, flash forward to about 8 months later at San Diego Comic-Con, and AMC released a teaser trailer. Now, I'd say it's a very short teaser. There's really no new footage. As far as to my understanding, the movie has not gone into production just yet. But I will go ahead and read over this article from comicbook.com, which says, "The Walking Dead movie teaser appears to reveal Rick Grimes' location." The teaser for the first Walking Dead movie, premiered Friday at San Diego Comic-Con, appears to hint at the new location where the missing Rick Grimes was taken aboard a helicopter following his disappearance, Philadelphia. While comparing the teaser again, the Philadelphia skyline pictured here in green, it seems Rick was relocated to Pennsylvania, roughly some 150 miles away from his home of Alexandria, Virginia. Okay, so that's definitely some new information there, because when it was first revealed that Rick Grimes was getting his own movie trilogy, they didn't really confirm as to where his whereabouts was when he was taken on board the helicopter, or where he was going to be going to. When Rick, Herschel, and Glenn encountered Dave and Tony in Season 2, episode Nebraska, back towards the start of the apocalypse when the survivors were based in Georgia, Dave called Philly a shit show. Now, the City of Brotherly Love could be the headquarters of the mysterious CRM organization, whose symbol can be seen twice in the teaser. First in the glowing red on the side of the helicopter, and again when overlaid atop the Walking Dead logo. Now, to my understanding, I believe this new group is involved in the Fear the Walking Dead show. Now, if there's anyone that still watches Fear, because honestly I have not watched this show since season 2, so if anyone can confirm that this is true, definitely leave me a comment. Let's see, and we continue. Rick is flying off in a helicopter away from Virginia and is going to be in a new world, a very new situation with its own history and very, very different from what we've seen before, writer, producer, and chief content officer Scott Gimple previously told EW. When asked if Anne, Pollyanna McIntosh, would appear in the movie side of the franchise, the woman formerly known as scavenger leader Jadis arranged Rick's rescue after he nearly perished in a bridge explosion, Gimple answered. I cannot read today, so my apologies, guys. She is on that helicopter, so that would be a yes. We're going to tell the story of what happens after that helicopter flight, and these are going to be big, epic entertainments, Gimple said. Speaking to THR, Gimple divulged the film will explore the vast mythology behind the shadowy organization that participates in human trading, a story that has since carried over into Season 5 of spin-off Fear the Walking Dead. Okay, so then that confirms my suspicions. Introducing Soldier Isabel, when revealing the extremely secretive and even more dangerous CRM has far-reaching resources. Isabel told journalist Al, CRM is a force who are not living for ourselves or for now, and is instead a future-facing organization with the goal of rebuilding. AMC and Universal Pictures have yet to announce when the first Walking Dead movie reaches theaters. Gimple has hinted the film could premiere in 2020. Okay, so what we know so far is that it looks like Universal Studios is going to be helping with the production for the Rick Grimes trilogy, which I think, for starters, I think there's some bit of good news right there, because anybody is familiar with the show, any Walking Dead fan would know that AMC has a reputation for being very stingy with their budget. So I can imagine that they're probably going to reach out to other companies to provide some sort of financial backing. And it looks like they're doing that with Universal. And I see Skybound's name is attached to the teaser trailer, so I can only assume that Skybound is also helping with the financial backing of the movie. And it's been confirmed that the films will be coming to the theaters. Now, AMC is taking quite a big risk with that, to be perfectly honest, because in all honesty, not the entertainment, well, particularly the movie industry is not doing too hot right now, with the exception, obviously, of Marvel and maybe a few other franchises. Hollywood is not doing so hot in terms of profits. I believe that the overall box office numbers have dropped about, I believe, 10% from the previous year. And also, an even bigger downside is that The Walking Dead had taken a pretty significant hit from the previous season. I mean, between season 8 and season 9, we saw about a 60% drop in viewership. This show is nowhere near as much as super fans hate to admit it, the show is nowhere near as relevant as it was 5 years ago when this show was a cultural phenomenon, where it was really the number one must-see TV show on Sundays. Everyone, or at least about 12 to 13 million people were watching this show back when the show was at its peak in season 5. Well, and then right after the debacle that was season 8, the show saw a 60% drop in viewers. Now, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some fans that continue to support the show who will go see the movie, but the question is, between what's been happening in the movie industry versus now, I'm wondering if there's going to be a profit to be made with these series of trilogy, with this movie trilogy. And honestly, it's kind of a big gamble on AMC's part, and I honestly do not know. I mean, it's very possible that they could turn a profit from these movies, but then what happens if... Sorry, I had to stop the video there because my husband just came in and brought me some food. But to go back to this movie trilogy that's going to be coming out in theaters, the question is, will this movie mark a profit for AMC, and will this mark a profit for Universal Pictures? So I am curious to know what you guys think about this information. Do you think that there might be enough people in the fandom that would be willing to show up to pay money to see this movie? Do you think that this movie trilogy will be able to draw in the numbers that it once did back when the show was in its heyday, was at the top of its game? I am curious to know what you guys think. So go ahead and leave a comment down below. And until next time, stay tuned for the next video or live stream, and I will catch you guys later. This is Cynical Lindsay, signing off.